I'm Laura Berkman, and this is the Pull Apart Challenge. Over the next 2 days, 8 of YouTube's top DIY auto aficionados are here to face off in a competition to showcase their mechanical and automotive expertise with the use of some used auto parts, some tools, and ideally a sense of humor. Definitely a sense of humor. Let's go ahead and meet our contestants now.
Matt Moran Motoring.
Hey guys, Chris Fix here.
Hey, I'm Jason from Engineering Explained.
Charles, Humble Mechanic.
Hey guys, I'm Brian from Classic G-Body Garage.
Greetings, viewers. I'm Eric, the car guy.
I'm Brian of Brian's Mobile One.
Hey guys, I'm Matt with Bleepin' G.
Here we go. We got some minivans over here.
Welcome, gentlemen, to the first ever Pull Apart Challenge. Based on your preferences and different skill sets, the domestic team will be made up of Chris from Chris Fix, Jason from Engineering Explained, Brian from Classic G-Body Garage, and Matt from Bleepin' G.
Winning team, yes.
Yes.
And that leaves our import team, which is comprised of Matt from Matt Moran Motoring, Charles from Humble Mechanic, Eric from Eric the Car Guy, and Brian from Brian's Mobile One.
Yeah. Oh.
Now, neither one of these vehicles are drivable, and I would know because I've removed some key parts. So your job is to get them running again, but not as you see them right there. You guys are also tasked to convert them into pickup trucks worthy of a killer tailgate party. That's right, gentlemen. You guys want to trick out these Swagger wagons and accessorize them with the best tailgating features you can imagine and build. Our judges are looking for innovation and great use of parts on the yard, and whoever impresses them the most will be crowned the Pull Apart Challenge champions and win $5,000 towards your charity of choice.
Nice.
Now let's meet our judges.
Yeah. Morning, guys.
Morning. Let's get to work.
Our first judge is car enthusiast and former chief of police from North Ridgeville, Ohio, Ron Bauer.
Looking forward to a couple interesting days. You guys be safe and have fun.
Hey, that's my sir.
Next, we have Ian Lane, engineer, entrepreneur, and 2014 SEMA's Launchpad winner.
Good luck, gentlemen. I look forward to doing some tailgating with you.
Right on.
And last but not least, we have Chip PIER, certified master mechanic from one of New Jersey's largest municipalities.
All right, gentlemen, let's party.
That we will.
Judges, thank you for your time. We'll check in with you guys later.
Sounds good. See you guys later.
All right.
Now, gentlemen, can I have the Ford team here and the Honda team here?
All right, guys. Let's do it.
To impress the judges and get the job done, use the entire yard, which we've stocked with over a dozen WINDSTARs and ODYSSEYs. You can use any part, nothing's off limits, except for the vehicles that belong to our customers. Matt, don't do it.
You got me.
You guys have a budget, $1,200 to be exact. You cannot go over this budget, and anything left will go towards your charity. The criteria for winning is simple. You can earn up to 50 points for getting these minivans up and running, and you can earn another 50 points for turning them into kick-ass tailgating machines. Let me also point out that you guys have your own set of professional-grade, heavy-duty tools, yours to keep, as well as a fully stocked tool chest, courtesy of Milwaukee Tools. And Panasonic has provided each team with a Panasonic Toughbook tablet for you guys to go on PullAPart.com, look up car inventory, as well as parts pricing. Now, gentlemen, go check out your minivans.
Pop the hood. Open it up. There we go. Yeah, buddy.
There's your problem right there.
Missing an alternator.
You said this is max. Those are coolant lens. There's a heater inside the
Hey, guys,
gearbox.
eyes on me. Real quick, everybody. Swap cars.
Switch cars?
Switch cars.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Serious?
You didn't think, yeah, I'm serious. You met me?
The challenge just got a whole lot more difficult for me.
Did you just Ford us? I've had a Honda Odyssey. Eric's had a Honda Odyssey. We were all geared up to do it, and then we're just kind of like, oh, crap.
So you guys have 11 hours in total. Your time starts now.
This one has the intake.
This one's missing the alternator.
All right, so the throttle body's missing.
Throttle body all the way up to the intake. Maybe miss airflow sensor. I want to just go out and get it now.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna go and just run.
It's a 2001, so we just gotta find another 2001.
Let's sketch us up.
We know we need the alternator. potentially a tailgate if we need
Well,
it.
if they go for the traditional tailgate, I say we go swank. I think luxury. I think, you know, how far can we
as
take
trimmed
this
out
kind
as
of
we
thing?
can,
Yeah.
So one of the first things I'd like to do is pull all the moldings off from around the door. That's going to help with welding and not getting us fumed out by burning rubber. Then I'm going to grind the paint off. Then we can BFH and then weld.
And I'm gonna go find the alternator.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we should keep this 12-volt outlet.
Again.
So cutting this will give us some exposure to what we're going to be cutting into when we take the roof off. I'm feeling better and better about this Ford project the more I hack into it.
Finally.
See you later, modulator. Right now, we're just gutting this back end of it, trying to make sure we don't cause any thermal events.
Yeah.
I think thermal events.
Trying to keep the lighting good for the cameras without adding fire or something like that.
How we doing?
Got one.
I looked through 2 of these vans.
And they didn't have any alternators in them. It appears this is a very common happy part.
Oh, I would imagine.
Can we cut it?
Man, that is on there good. There you go.
I'm gonna start stripping our interior. You guys good here?
Yeah,
We're good here.
That's gonna be a real pain to get to.
Yep.
So we knew right off the bat what the issue was, but we also knew that it was going to be a challenge considering a throttle body is a lot more difficult to replace than what we saw wrong with the WINDSTAR. I don't know if you have that size.
How about the outside?
So far, it looks like each team's going to be approaching it from 2 different angles, right? We got one team that went straight to sketching it up versus the other team, it sounds like they're gonna attack first, but they'll go back to the drawing board once the vehicle's up and running.
This is over here. Okay, that should be out of the way now.
They got their hands full.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're on it.
That's a pretty sweet space we can maybe make a cooler with.
Oh, yeah.
I'm having some difficulty getting the belt to go on because the tensioner is way down here.
Hold on, it's not on there. Hold on, it just slipped off.
No, don't put it on the alternator yet.
Okay,
The alternator's got to be the last thing. I got to get it around everything else.
okay.
How's that? Can you pull it tight?
It's on, but it's not tight.
Oh, you know why? Because somehow it came off of that idler. Oh, let me sneak in there real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got to stay around this idler first.
Oh, the gas is That's
Ours
fine.
is good,
Ours
though.
is good. Oh, you got it. Nice. All right, cool. Awesome. High five, man. Got what we came for.
Let's hook these battery cables up and see if we can make this run. The car's live. Hey guys, car's live.
Go ahead.
50 points for Gryffindor.
Rev it up.
Doesn't matter what the other team has and doesn't have. Right now, we're comfortable, but we know we have a lot of work ahead of us. But we try to stay comfortable, try to stay smooth, try to stay relaxed so that we could be straight-minded.
All right.
We just want this gasket surface to be nice and smooth so that when we install this one against the old gasket, there's no air gaps, which will cause a vacuum leak, which will possibly not get this thing to start.
From here down all the way back, it's coming off right across the door line.
We're trying to make the decision, you know, do we want to actually put a truck bed on the back of this minivan? We know it's going to be hard to do. If we do decide to do it, we don't know if fitment's going to work out. Or we could go the easier route and just kind of chop up the back, kind of make it into a pickup. Wouldn't take as much time, but not nearly as cool.
Hey, are these door panels coming off?
What's that?
Door panels off?
I was gonna leave them on.
Leave them on.
Yeah, no, we're gonna leave them on.
It looks cleaner. It seems to me that cutting a lot of the structure away from the vehicle could compromise its integrity, and therefore it would become very difficult to work with. So we're trying to figure out a way to do this without compromising a lot of the integrity. We know that the guys want to do something without doing a truck bed, and so I'm just going to do my best and use the experience that I have cutting and welding and just try to create a platform at this point.
We're looking into the possibility of putting a back seat here as the tailgate, that when it folds out is another seat for the tailgate.
What we wanted to do is be a little bit more creative with our van rather than cut it completely and just drop a bed on the back. Okay. Oh. Major problems.
Connected, connected, connected. Guys, we're gonna start this.
Cool, let's do it.
You ready?
Yeah, hit the key, see what happens.
We got power.
Yeah, let's
Ready?
do it. Go for it,
See if it
man.
fires.
All right.
Chris, did you fill that full of sea foam? The sea foam's everything.
Does seafoam work on an Odyssey?
All right.
Up and out.
So guys, I see you just started your vehicle, so you're pretty excited about that, but
Definitely.
you guys are a little behind the other team right now.
Well, you know, when we first had that vehicle, we saw that the alternator was missing, and that's a little bit easier than replacing a throttle body that has a lot of hard screws to get to it, a lot of hoses, connections. Yeah, it's a little bit more time consuming. We had a gasket
We're
to
not
clean
really
off.
concerned. We got it started. We're good
Yeah,
to go.
we're good.
On
Good
to the
job,
next
guys.
step.
Good job.
Yep. Okay, so our challenge back here.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Wow.
we thought stuff would be routed underneath, but it's not.
So we're in the middle of cutting this thing apart, and we quickly realized that there is stuff all over the place. There's wires, there's coolant lines, there's AC lines, because there's an HVAC in the back of this thing. So I'm thinking, how are we gonna cut around all this stuff and keep the car running?
If we can plug those, we can just rip everything.
What if we just keep it and then we could cool like our drinks or heat up our drinks?
Well, yeah, so we might be able to just attach everything, but the cutting is where it's gonna get tricky because we wanted to cut across there, and now we've got lines in the way.
Okay.
Chris, are you talking about reappropriating the HVAC?
Potentially.
All right, that'd be pretty cool.
But right now it's just in the way and we need to figure it out because we need to cut this all out.
All right.
So it depends on which route we want to go. If we want to go bed, then we have to just take everything out. But if we want to go turning this into a, bed, and then that would just mean we have to fabricate this. Now, I don't think we'll be much different than them. It looks like they're just going to cut it.
You want to come mark this? All the way through the corner. Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
Anything else?
That's it. You're doing a bang-up job, dude.
It was awesome working with all these guys because this is my first time ever seeing them in their element because they're the mechanics and they're the ones that are really handy with all this stuff.
I'm gonna go straight up the seam.
Okay.
So I'm gonna run the tape down over that and just match it on that side.
Okay.
You guys gonna do anything over there today?
Nope. Probably not. Taking our time.
Are you about to cut?
I think so.
Are you gonna cut front to back?
I want to weld this first.
Okay.
I'm just a little bit sketched out on our welding situation. We're welding on sheet metal that's really thin. If you ever flip open a welder chart, the cheat sheet that you get started with, you see that it pairs different thicknesses of metal with different thicknesses of welding material. So we've got these big fat rods for welding this really thin stuff from this end of the chart, and this is what we're welding is this little thin stuff. So if it doesn't light on fire, it's gonna punch holes instead of like joining things. That's bad.
You want me, basically I'm asking
Do you want to
is-
chop heads off of bolts
I
with the
can.
grinder?
Yeah, I can totally do that.
So we take a gross nasty bolt like this. You see how we've got a gap?
Yep.
What we do is we clean the bolt up enough to where we can weld to it, and you just lay it in there. And then you just tack it, especially with the heavy arc welders that we're using. If you weld into this, this will take a lot more heat without just going to mush than the body panels will. So just need to make a bunch of those.
All right, I'll go ahead and start on these.
I've got 74 and a half.
74, 37. Let's go check.
Should we run?
Yeah. Yeah, let's put some pep in our step.
I'm gonna be exhausted by the end of the day.
The code is probably not wide enough, right?
Maybe a little narrower. 65 inches.
Man, that van's wide. There's no Honda trucks, so there's no, it's not gonna be easy to mix and match. Jason, how's that? I don't see anything else. Okay, so what are we thinking? Do you guys want to go this route?
Well, we already got it. You guys got it running.
Yeah, it started, it's running, it's good. So, final decisions? Bed? Yes? No?
I vote for it.
Let's go for it.
Well, let's fire up the welder and see what we're dealing with. Come on, baby, come on, baby, come on. Can you be fire marshal?
Yeah, do we have,
extinguishers make a huge frickin' mess. If you can use like a water bottle to put carpet out, then that'd be best.
I got that.
I'm gonna test on this wheel and get familiar with the welder, and if it's running right, it's a little flooded. Going on!
Whoa, 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 whoa! We got a massive fuel leak. No good. This is not safe.
Dude, that's not safe. That's a fire hazard. What the heck are we gonna do now?
Let's find some glue.
I say I've got this thing cut up. We can't do anything until I can secure this door, or else we're not gonna have any strength to cut the top. We're dead in the water.
So that's it for now. Team WINDSTAR's going to figure out what's going on with this malfunctioning welder, and Team ODYSSEY is on their way to go get their pickup truck bed and bring it back here to home base. So we'll see how this plays out. See you guys next time.